Hello and welcome to the news on Procyon Radio and Television. My name is Nifemi Onibio. First, a quick look at the headlines. Police, NSCDC deploy thousands of personnel for Buhari's burial. US threatens Nigerians with deportation, permanent travel ban. NNL board confirms October kickoff for new season. And now full details of the news. Comprehensive security measures have been put in place across Katsina State, particularly in Daura town, ahead of the burial of late former President Muhammadu Buhari. The deployments are aimed at ensuring a smooth and hitch-free ceremony. The Katsina State Command of the Nigerian Police Force, led by AIG Zone 14 Katsina and Commissioner of Police Bello Shehu, confirmed their collaboration with other security agencies in implementing robust security arrangements. In a statement issued by spokesman DSP Abubakar Sadiq, the command extended its deepest condolences to the government and people of Katsina State, Buhari's family, friends, and the entire nation, acknowledging the late president's significant contribution to national development. In a related development, the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps in Katsina State has announced the deployment of 2,807 operatives for the burial. State Commandant Aminu Dati disclosed this during a meeting with senior management staff on Monday at the State Command headquarters. Dati conveyed the deep grief expressed by the Commandant General Abubakar Adi, who has also ordered comprehensive security deployment to ensure safety and security before, during, and after the burial. Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, representing Kogi Central, has firmly dismissed the appeal filed by Senate President Godswill Akpabio, which seeks to reverse a federal high court ruling that ordered her reinstatement to the Senate. Senate President Akpabio, through his legal team, has approached the Court of Appeal in Abuja to challenge the July 4th judgment delivered by Justice Binta Inyako. That ruling had nullified Akpoti-Uduaghan's 6-month suspension from the Red Chamber, declaring it excessive and lacking legal biases. In an 11-ground appeal, Akpabio is urging the appellate court to set aside the judgment. He contends that the trial court erred by assuming jurisdiction over what he describes as the internal affairs of the National Assembly, arguing that such matters are beyond judicial interference under Section 251 of the 1999 Constitution. Akpabio further faulted the trial court for dismissing his parliamentary objection and for issuing orders that impact parliamentary procedures. He maintained that actions taken during plenary, including suspension and resolutions, are protected by the Legislative Houses Act and should not be subjected to litigation. The Senate President also argued that Akpoti-Uduaghan's suit was premature, claiming she failed to exhaust the internal redress mechanisms of the Senate, specifically the Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Public Petition, as speculated in the Senate Standing Orders 2023 as amended. He also accused the trial court of violating his right to a fair hearing by introducing issues not previously raised by either party, such as whether the suspension was excessive, and then proceeding to recommend her recall without allowing both parties to address this specific point. The Independent National Electoral Commission is set to begin a nationwide continuous voters registration exercise on August 18, 2025, in preparation for the 2027 general election. Professor San Egu, the INEC Resident Electoral Commissioner for Benue State, announced this development in Makurdi. He explained that the CVR aligns with constitutional provisions aimed at accommodating eligible Nigerians who have attained 18 years of age since the last election. The exercise will take place across all 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory. It will commence with an online pre-registration phase accessible through the INEC website. Professor Egu emphasized that the CVR is designed to address several critical issues. This includes the inclusion of fresh voters who were not on the existing register before because they either turned 18 and above after the 2023 general election, were outside the country, in prison, or simply were not interested in registering previously. Additionally, the exercise will cater to those whose permanent voters' cards are damaged or lost. individuals requiring corrections or updates on their card, and those seeking transfers from one state to another, one ward to another, and even one polling unit to another. The REC strongly cautioned prospective registrants against paying money or offering any form of gratification to anyone for registration services. And on the international scene, the United States of America has issued a stern warning to Nigerians regarding the consequences of overstaying their authorized visa period, stating that such violations will lead to deportation and a probable permanent travel ban. This warning, announced via a post on the U.S. mission in Nigeria's ex-handle, comes amidst a series of recent travel restrictions and visa curbs affecting Nigerian citizens. These measures are part of an ongoing immigration crackdown initiated under President Donald Trump's administration, as cited in the original policy announcements. The U.S. had recently updated its visa reciprocity policy for Nigerians, limiting non-immigrant and non-diplomatic visas to 3 months single entries. Reasons cited for these changes includes the principle of reciprocity, high rates of visa overstay, national security concerns, and issues with documentation. In addition to this restriction, the U.S. also announced a new mandatory $250 integrity fee for students, workers, and tourist visas. Furthermore, the updated policy introduced several non-viable travel-related subcharges alongside this visa integrity fee. And now we dive into the world of sports. The Nigerian National League has announced that its 2025-2026 season will commence in October 2025. This key decision was finalized during a strategic board meeting held last Friday at the VIP lounge of the Stephen Keshi Stadium in Asaba, Delta State. As part of its preparatory plans for the upcoming season, the NNL board has also scheduled the league's annual general meeting for the last week of August 2025. This high-profile meeting served as a pivotal moment for Nigeria's second-tier football league, allowing the board to review the recently concluded 2024-2025 season and establish a framework aimed at building on its recent successes. In a show of solidarity within the football community, the NNL board congratulated Alhaji Ibrahim Musa Gusau, the president of the Nigerian Football Federation, on his recent elevation by the Confederation of African Football as president of the West African Football Union Zone B. This appointment was hailed as a well-deserved recognition of his leadership in regional football. Up next is the entertainment news. Social media activist Martins Vincent Ose, popularly known as VerydDarkMan, has offered fresh perspective on the long-standing dispute between popular singer Cynthia Morgan and her former record label boss Jude Okoye. VerydDarkMan revealed that he recently met Jude Okoye at an event where the two discussed the controversies surrounding Cynthia Morgan's royalties and music catalog. According to VerydDarkMan, Jude Okoye presented him with a 2016 video that reportedly showed Cynthia Morgan herself publicly unveiling her new stage name, Madrina. This evidence, he noted, directly contradicts Cynthia Morgan's previous claims that Jude Okoye had restricted her from using the name. Furthermore, VerydDarkMan stated that Jude Okoye provided financial records indicating that Cynthia Morgan's total royalties since her breakout year amounted to only $3,860. He also recounted Jude Okoye's consistent assertion that the initial agreement between them was drafted by the singer and her then manager, with Okoye merely signing it. After reviewing the presented evidence, VerydDarkMan admitted to feeling misled and foolish for his earlier stance and for confronting Jude Okoye over the issue. Consequently, the social media activist has publicly stated that Cynthia Morgan should issue a public apology to Jude Okoye for allegedly damaging his reputation on social media. And with that, we end the news today on Procyon Radio and Television. My name is Nifemi Onibio. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Procyon RTV. To get the latest news, visit our website at www.procyonnews.com. You can also follow us across all social media platforms on our unified handle at Procyon RTV. On behalf of the production crew, thank you for staying with us, and don't forget to keep shining like the star you are.